Welcome to our video lesson on reflections. That's this one here. Please make sure you write everything down on your guided note. Let's get started. Just like reflections in a mirror, there are reflections on the coordinate plane. Remember, this is what the coordinate plane is. So today we're going to talk about reflections. Points that are on the plane can be reflected over the x or y axes. Right now I'm going to start by labeling our axes to make sure that we remember which one's which. If you'd like to, you could pause the video and try it on your own and then check and see if you're right. Remember, this axis here, the one that goes side to side, is the x-axis. The one that goes up and down is the y-axis. You can remember that because the y has this part right here that goes up and down. So this is the y-axis. Excellent. Now we're actually going to reflect points over the axes. If you think about reflection, it means the same kind of on both sides. Like in a mirror, it's the same when you look into it. So if it says reflect point A over the y-axis, here's point A. This right here, this is our y-axis. If we're going to reflect it over the y-axis, we are going to put it in the same line, this line here, but just on the other side. To do that, I always count 1, 2, 3, 4. Count how many spaces there are between that point and the axes, and then add the same number on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So our new point goes right there. Let's call that point E. Alright, let's do another one. Reflect point B over the x-axis. Point B is here. Here is the x-axis. So we're going to go from here onto this side down here. How many points are there between the axes and point B? There's just one. So that means that there's just going to be one point on the other side, and here is where point B goes reflected on the other side. Let's call that point F. Done this one and this one. Two more. Reflect point C over the y-axis. Here's point C. Here's point C right here. And here is the y-axis. There's 1, 2 spaces. So we're going to go 2 on the other side. 1, 2. And we'll call this point G. Then last one. Reflect point D over the x-axis. Okay, here's point D. The x-axis is up here. This one right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spots. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And our point H is going to go up here. All right, done 4. Now you're going to practice with it. All right, now for your practice, you've been asked to do these 5 problems, and you're going to do them on this grid over here. For each one, the first part is you need to plot a point. So in this case, it's point I, and it asks you to plot it at place 3, -8. So remember, we're going to do the x always comes first. So we go 3, and then down. Oh, there's no -8 on here, so we're going to make this -6. Sorry, team, we're going to change that to -6. 3, -6, and that's right there. And it's point I, so we'll put a little I beside it. Then it says, so we've done the first part, plot its reflection across the x-axis, L. So I is here, then we count, here's the x-axis, how far in between I and the x-axis? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to put point L up 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is point L. Now you just need to go through and do that with every single one of these, and then you're done. That's all for now. See you later.